last week said you don't really know the importance of a trophy until you have it taken away from you. Does that sentiment hold true for the old Open Bucket?
I think so. I think, when you look back at last year and you kind of rewatch the game, it hurts maybe even a little bit more than it did last year, just because, we know we're a year removed from the bucket. It's been something that we've thought about. We've made it a point to, throughout the facility, Coach Allen's made it a point to, talk about how important it is and put up signs. So, I would say so. Now that we don't have it, and now that, it's the week of, I think we've really realized the importance of the trophy.
You mentioned after the Michigan game, the attitude in the locker room feels a little bit different than last year. Has that been because Coach Allen is a little bit more open about talking about what's at stake with the bowl game?
I think so. And obviously everybody knows it's 6 wins, you're in a bowl, but I think the open discussion and expressing how important it really is to get there, because it's not an easy thing to do. I don't care who you are, it's not easy to win 6 games in college football. So I think the fact that we've discussed it, we've talked about it, guys are encouraged, guys are excited, and I think we're all just playing for each other.
It's essentially a one-game playoff to get to a bowl. How do you make it clear to, especially the guys that haven't been through a season before, just the sense of urgency they need to have?
Yeah, and I think that goes along with the fact that it is the bucket game, and making them know that this is important. It's an opportunity for the seniors to play for Game 13. So I think just continuing to prepare. I don't think we have to do a whole lot different than we've done, because I think a lot of people know what's at stake. But just rallying together, and we obviously know the importance of the bowl game. So just sticking together, I would say, is our biggest thing this week.
How are you guys as a team better now than you were in week 1?
Yeah, I think obviously experience. We played so many young guys throughout the course of the year, especially on defense, and you can see the improvements that they've made. And offensively, I think we're more balanced than we've been throughout the entire year. I think we're running the ball and throwing the ball, at the same time in the same game, as well as we have. So I think if we continue to do that, continue to press, and just be our best on Saturday, run and pass on offensively. I think that's where we're at our best.
Going back to Sammy's question about Coach Allen and being more open about talking about the bowl game and those kinds of expectations, what do you think makes this team more equipped to, I guess, be able to have those kinds of conversations compared to maybe last year?
Yeah, well, I think I keep going back to youth. I think there's a lot of guys who don't really, understand, maybe the sense of urgency for a bucket game or to play for a bowl game. So I think that's, maybe one thing. Last year we were a lot more experienced. So I think, this year, making sure those young guys understand, keeping their minds right, making sure they're preparing, they're not doing anything different. I think that's probably the biggest reason why it's a little bit different this year.
I know that obviously you focus on each week's game as you're going through the season, but you walk into the locker room every day and you see the container where the bucket is empty. So is that like a daily reminder throughout the season?
Yeah, I think we've done a good job of trying to compartmentalize and not really look too far ahead, but it's obviously always in the back of our minds. It's a big game for us. It's a rivalry game, so yes and no. It is obviously something that we see and we got to think about, but at the same time, I think we've done a good job of not letting that be the main focus of our season.
What do you know about Purdue, and just what are you expecting from them?
Yeah, they're good. They have a good defense. They played really, really good in their big time games, and this is obviously a big time game for them. So they're good at what they do. Try to get after the quarterback, bring pressure. So that they'll present some challenges for us that we have to get prepared for.
Do you come into it with a little bit of confidence at least? I know you didn't get the result you wanted Saturday, but you moved the ball on the ground and in the air against the number one defense in the country. Does that give you guys a little bit of fuel coming in?
Yeah, I think so. I think it should. Obviously we didn't get the win. We didn't put up as many points as we would like to off of the yards that we gained, but it goes to show that going back to the balance. I think when we can run the ball and throw the ball, it's a lot easier to get first downs and move the chain. So I think it should give us some confidence.
You actually put up more yards than